to another video with Exploring Michael. I'm deep in the old Medina of Tangiers. I've just left the Casbah and I've been on a journey of exploration like the gentleman here, Ibn Batuta. I tried to find this place a couple of weeks ago. I was with a very good Irish friend of mine, a rather eccentric gentleman, and I was trying to find places with my guidebook. And he said, "Oh, throw your guidebook away, be spontaneous." And under his guidance, we tried to find this house that commemorates Ibn Batuta. The only trouble was it was late and we were tired, and my friend's Irish and eccentric. And I'm sure his Ibn Batuta turned out to be Ibn Potato. Consequently, we actually ended up at a mall, the Ibn Batuta Mall. But all that aside, we're now here at this site to commemorate Ibn Batuta. He was a native of Tangiers, and he was born in 1304, and he studied law, and he was a very learned gentleman indeed. And in his early 20s, about 2021, he decided to set out on the Hajj journey. And it was expected to take about 2.5 years, something like this. And sometimes I think of him as the chap who went on Hajj and got lost. When he actually arrived in Egypt, he took the route down the east of Africa, and he was going to go to a port there and travel across to Jeddah, which was the normal route. But when he was actually in around Cairo, somebody told him, he said, "You will not go the normal route. You will have to go to Syria and the Holy Land first." He dismissed this, but when he actually got to the departing port, there was riots and unrest, and he couldn't cross. So, true to the gentleman's word in Cairo, he had to retrace his steps, and he went all around the Middle East, and then he went down on Hajj. And he travelled from China to Timbuktu, all over the Holy Land, Spain, and he had all sorts of adventures. When he was in India, he was actually captured by Indian people and he was held ransom, and then he was freed. At one point he was on the high seas and he was with a servant, and he said to his servant, "These are terrible seas, go up and have a look and tell us what's the state of affairs." And his servant came down and he said, "I entrust your soul into the hands of God." They figured they were done for. But he ended up returning to Fez with a very circuitous route. And during this time he worked as a card, he had all sorts of adventures. And he was actually recalled to Morocco by the Sultan, and he'd heard his stories, and he said, "Look, you must write these stories down." So Ibn Batuta actually dictated these stories to a scribe, and the short form is called the Rihla, or the Journeys of Ibn Batuta. And he travelled very extensively, much further than Marco Polo, but he is less well known. He's very well known in the Muslim world, but he should be more well known universally. Anyway, we're going to explore some more of Ibn Batuta's city. So if you like this, press subscribe and like.